That's Sarno.
Yes. Level off at 1,000, please.
It's 1,000 level off.
Alright, the first landing we're going to do is just a normal landing. So once you get established on traffic pattern altitude, 50% power, I want you to walk me through the landing. Don't lose your altitude.
84 Foxtrot Tango runway 27 left, you're clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, November 18 for Foxtrot Tango.
Alright, normal landing you said.
Yep.
So we are going to be 100 miles or 100 knots out here, and when we get a beam of our touchdown point, we will.
That's for you. 27 right, clear, touch and go, right traffic, 3 on Charlie Hill. At 50% power, please, 50% flaps. Maintain your altitude.
We're 50-50, maintaining altitude over Sarno.
50% power, please.
Thought it was 50. Okay. Now, not a beam. We want to be a beam. The landing point would be the 500-foot markers.
So let's just try to touch down on the 1,000-foot marker, somewhere in between the just prior to the 1,000-foot marker.
All right. So that means now we reduce to 23% and go down to 90. Trim for 90.
100 on the.
Oh, still 100 on this line.
Yes. Base is 90 with what flap setting?
Base is 100% flap.
And 90 knots.
So 45 degrees. Turning base.
On Charlie Kilo, I just turned base to find to see traffic on runway 27 left.
Traffic's in sight on Charlie Kilo. We'll avoid them. Start your turn now, please.
We are on
additional
base.
traffic crossing the runway midfield.
We'll look inside Charlie Kilo.
Foxtrot Tango traffic just ahead.
Turn, do not overshoot.
For,
pitch down.
Right.
How we got?
Hello, Melbourne Tower. Experimental 1 Romeo Charlie's radiation with Papa for the hut, please.
Experimental 1 Romeo Charlie Melbourne Tower, Roger. Fly northbound, report the Melbourne Causeway, please.
We'll call the Causeway northbound, 1 Romeo Charlie.
Let's get on center line.
Speeds, okay.
84 Foxtrot Tango, continue down the runway. Make the left turn on Quebec and ground, point 9, please.
Continue to Quebec and ground by 9 or 58 for November 18 for Foxtrot Tango.
Clear it. Power out. Go around. Full power, full power, full power. Tower 3 on Charlie Kilo is going around.
1 Charlie Kilo, Roger.
85 flops up.
Alright, what do we need to do differently on that?
I did a little extra flare at the end. I didn't.
You kept powering way too long. Once you got level, you need to close the throttle.
I thought it was all the way out.
No, it wasn't. It needs to be out to the detent. You closed it a little bit, but you carried the extra power, so when you went to flare, you ballooned.
Can you take runway 23?
You kind of let it, you flared a little high, you kind of pitched down. You needed to flare it a little bit lower, get it level, close the throttle fully.
So if I thought it was all the way out, I stopped at the detent and I didn't pull back harder. Is that maybe what you're telling me?
Caps is available.
Caps
yes. turn to the right, keep turning, pitch down. Yes, you need to make sure that you need to pull it all the way back, like a full idle once you're level. You flared it a little high and you tried to pitch down to descend. You never do that. Never pitch down.
Yep.
No. Either you go around, or we let it settle and we flare it. Stop, pitch, level off. If we're in ground effect, if you're pitching down, you're forcing the landing. Level the plane off, cut the pies. Gentle. Level the plane off.
That's Sarno, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to level the plane off, bring the power back, and then
50-50.
One Charlie Kilo, just stay on the downwind, I'll clear your base.
stay on the down, 1 Charlie Kilo. Now, what do we need to do what do we need to do here?
50-50.
What's your power at currently?
Oh, I'm too fast.
Get on your altitude, 1,000.
Melbourne Tower, Caravan 119, Romeo Foxtrot, approximately a mile and a half south of the South Causeway.
Set 50% power, please.
Romeo Foxtrot, roger, transitions approved.
9 Romeo Foxtrot.
One Charlie Kilo, base turn approved, runway 27 right, clear, touch and go.
Base turn approved, 27 right, clear, touch and go, 1 Charlie Kilo.
Melbourne Tower, helicopter 935, Mike Charlie, we're at the hospital with Papa, inbound for the north ramp.
5 Mike Charlie, you're at your departure from the hospital at your own risk, you can proceed direct to the ramp.
935 Mike Charlie, proceeding to the ramp direct and departing on risk.
5 Mike Charlie, landing at the ramp will be at your own risk.
Landing on risk.
Flaps 50. Alright, so is that pitch up? Pitch for your speed, please. Pitch for 9, pitch up, pitch for VY. Alright. So on that one, you need to use trim. You see how you're getting the ground effect and you're kind of yanking it?
Yeah, I
You're
was
not-
having to fiddle.
You're not trimming enough. You need to trim on the downwind so that the airplane will slowly start to pitch up, but it's still enough that it's manageable that you can keep the nose on the appropriate
So it
approach
was
angle.
actually on downwind I could have been trimming better.
Yes.
Can I turn before 700 feet or?
Get your flaps up first. Alright, start your right turn. Caps is available.
Caps available.
Alright, so on this one you need to make sure that you're verbalizing the procedure.
Okay.
You need to say 50% power, set it. Say 50% flaps, set it. Once we get into descent, you need to pull your power back to 25%. We need to pitch and trim for 100 knots. And we need to trim it out. On the base, whenever we turn base, you need to get to what speed?
Base is 90.
Okay, so you're going to be flaps 100% and 90. So here, what do we need to do here?
We need to be 50% and 50 on the downwind.
667 Julie Sierra, Melbourne Tower, roger, runway 27 left, you're clear to land.
And we need to be at 1,000 feet.
27 left, clear to land. Citation 867 Julie Sierra.
Go ahead and switch to the right tank. Okay, now what?
So we're now a beam. We want to start to pitch down.
Just 1 Charlie Kilo, runway 27 right, clear touch and go, and there is traffic on final, a citation, 4 mile final, runway 27 left.
That's for you. 27 right, clear touch and go, and we'll look out for the citation. 3-1 Charlie Hill.
Citation 6 Juliet Sierra, you'll see traffic, he's on the right downwind now for runway 27 right.
Start your
Right there, I
turn.
will be looking out for him.
Do not overshoot. I would rather you cut it in short and get back over than overshoot and hit an airplane, because that traffic's over the shoreline. So just keep your turn coming. Pitch down. What speed do we want here?
Delaware Tower, fit 24, hold short, runway 23 for departure to the southwest.
54 Melbourne Tower, roger. Full length, back taxi, full length, runway 23, runway 23, clear for takeoff and proceed on course.
All right, back taxi 23, and we'll proceed on course, fit 24.
7 Juliet Sierra, you'll see that traffic now on the...
All right, we have 90.
27 right.
We're cutting the corner here.
1 o'clock in a mile.
Negative, I got him on the pitch. Yeah, I got him in sight. Citation 7 Julie Sierra.
All right, so he's going the other runway.
500.
Roger that.
Flaps 100, speed should be 80. Let's slip a little.
Just add power.
Just add power.
If once you're at idle, the plane's going to start to settle pretty rapidly. Go around, full power. You see how it was tempting to try to force it back on the runway? Because we weren't settling? That's a cue that we're not landing in the first third and it's a go around pitch.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, just make a
Right,
180
I'm
on
gonna
the
demo your
runway.
next landing.
180 on the runway, and I'll take you back to shelter.
Pitch up.
And it'll be a left turn at Kilo.
Roger that. I'm going to make it 180 and go to Kilo, but we'll stay with you, 7 Julie Sierra.
Yes, sir.
Alright, my controls. Alright. More trim. Lots of trim. You're trimming.
Yeah, my hand's tired because I wasn't trimming enough.
Yep, you've been fighting the airplane the whole time we've been in the pattern. You gotta trim this airplane out or you're gonna make your life hard. This airplane's a very nice airplane to fly, but it's very fast and you have to trim it. If you don't trim it, you're biting yourself in the foot. Caps available. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get up to 1,000 feet. I'm gonna keep my turn kinda coming along here. We're gonna get to 1,000. You need to trim us out for 1,000. We need to maintain that. Because right now we're hurdling it at about 130 because we bring our power back way too late. So once I'm at 1,000 here, you're gonna see how quickly and smoothly I pull this throttle back so I can get on speed. Right now I'm actually trimming those down, anticipating what I'm about to do here. So here we go. There's 1,000. Look how quickly that power's coming back. It's coming back real fast. We have a pretty good tailwind.
Ah, I wasn't thinking about that, yeah.
And that's pushing you along. Alright, 150, 50, 50. I'm trimming those down. Now we're all good. Okay, so now we're stable. I'll let the speed kind of bleed off. I'm not going to be too worried about it because those flaps are slowing me down. I just need to trust it. Okay. Right now you're chasing the speed. Just trust the airplane. Get the power set. Get the pitch set. Set your flaps. Let it stabilize. All right, here we are. We're coming up a beam, the 1,000-foot marker. That's where I'm going to start to descend. What do I do when I start to descend? What do I need to do?
23% power.
25.
We're going to make a left
All
turn
right,
here,
I'm going to pitch down about 2.5 degrees. Look at here. Look at what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
I'm trimming. You see how the airplane's slowly creeping up the nose out there? You see how slow? Look out straight outside. You see how slowly it's coming up? It's not enough that I can't keep it down though. That's going to be very gradual, and it's going to be key when I flare, so I don't yank. That's what I want to avoid. All right, so here we are, 800 feet, 45 off my shoulder. I'm starting my turn in. Tower 3 on Charlie Kilo, looking for clearance.
1 Charlie Kilo, runway 27 right clear, touch and go.
27 right clear, touch and go, 3 on Charlie Kilo. Alright, so here we are, 100 knots. Flaps are going to come 100 on the base. There's going to be a balloon, so I'm pushing forward, but I'm going to let those flaps slow me down. I'm just going to be patient. See how it's starting to slow me down here? My power's a little high, but I'm looking good. We're clear right. I'm going to start my turn in now. Okay? I'm going to use a little bit of nose-up trim to help me get on speed because I'm anticipating I'm going to get to 80. But I'm going to keep the power here, just like I'm doing. I'm just going to let the airplane kind of slow down and settle out as I get established on my final. Alright, so here we are. Established on final. I'm a little fast. I'm going to pull the power back. I'm just going to trim. I'm going to trim to help me get my speed. You see how if I let go for a second, you see how the airplane's nose is slowly creeping up? That's about what I want. That's going to help me in the flare once I'm all ready to go. So now I'm intentionally pitching down right at my runway number so that I know I'm not going to get slow. I'm just going to hold this. The airplane's configured how I need it in order to safely make a landing. We're on center line, on speed. I'm going to maintain this. That number's getting closer, so I'm pulling power back and still pitching down at my number, keeping it just like this, and I'm just really working my throttle to control how soon I want to descend. Here we are. There's my number. We're level in ground effect. Power's back. I'm holding it back. Just holding it off. Holding it off. Being patient. We're flaring a little bit, floating a little bit longer. Not done in the world. There we go. Flaps 50. Full power. Took a button. You see how once I got it in ground effect, I didn't yank. I was patient. I just let it settle. Some days the airplane will settle sooner than others. But I was trimmed in a way that I could just gradually bring the nose up. At any point during that flare, did you feel like I kind of...
No.
So you need to make sure that you trim it. Did you notice how I... Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so it slowly creeps up. Like, do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, that's the first time I've looked for that, shall we say. That slow creeping up thing.
Yes.
And I do need to...
Because I'm doing that, though, I'm making the mental note. The airplane inherently wants to creep up. So if I'm not paying attention and keeping my pressure forward, we will get slow. So you need to make sure that whenever we use that technique, we are cognizant that we are going to intentionally hold the airplane in the pitch attitude to maintain our speed so we don't get slow.
Right.
But we're setting ourselves up for whenever we need to do our flare, it's going to be easy on us. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Great. Okay, well, I'm going to give it to you on the down one here, and we're going to try it again. That's what I'm looking for. Today we're floating a little bit longer than usual, which is fine. But did you see how once I was in ground effect level by the number, and I cut the power, and all I did was just get it in the pitch attitude and hold it there.
Yep.
Like that should be your goal for any aiming point that you select and any landing point that you select. That's what you're trying to accomplish. Alright, 50-50. I'm going to use the flaps to help me balloon up to my altitude. Good. We're set.
Oh, that's an interesting...
Trimmed. Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
Alright, so 50-50. Speed's about 100. Going down Sarno.
Just 1 Charlie Kilo, you want a full stop this time?
like one more touch and go, then a full stop. 3-1 Charlie Kilo.
1 Charlie Kilo, roger, runway 27 right, clear, touch and go.
27 right, clear, touch and go, 3-1 Charlie Kilo, thanks.
Oh, a beam, not quite yet. Power and pitch down. Trim.
Melbourne Tower, Carbon Cub, 38 Romeo Bravo.
Carbon Cub 38 Romeo Bravo Tower.
1,700 feet west inbound at Lake Washington with Papa north side currently.
Carbon Cub 38 Romeo Bravo, roger. Enter the right downwind for runway 27 right, please.
Right downwind, 27 right, 38 Romeo Bravo.
Tower, King Air 504 Foxtrot, holding short 27 left at Sierra, waiting for departure.
Air 504 Golf Foxtrot, Melbourne Tower, roger. Hold short, awaiting release.
Hold short for the box.
Just hold it, hold that. Pitch up a little bit more.
Around.
Toga.
One Charlie Kilo, speeding up to permitting start your crosswind turn. There's a Carbon Cub 4 miles west of the field now, just west of the interstate, please.
Start turn, speed and altitude permitting. 3-1 Charlie Kilo. Alright, good.
Carbon
Bring
Cub
your
3
flaps
Romeo
up.
Bravo, you're going to follow us Cirrus. He's just on the go runway 27 right, and he's going to be turning his crosswind here shortly.
So Joy, traffic, eyes out, Romeo
Go
Bravo.
ahead and start your turn here.
Lower Tower, 6124 Delta, holding short 27 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
3 Romeo Bravo, just stay 1,500 feet for now.
Only 1,500, Romeo Bravo.
Calling tower site again, please.
Rolling's level.
Lower Tower, 6124 Delta, holding short 27 right at Charlie, ready for departure.
6424 Delta, Melbourne Tower, roger. Hold short, please.
Holding short 27
Keep
right,
climbing.
6124 Delta.
Here, 504
Start your
Fox,
turn.
Melbourne Tower, runway 27 left. Clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading, please.
Runway heading up to 2000, 27 left, clear for takeoff, 504 Golf Foxtrot.
And Romeo Bravo with traffic.
Hey, Gov 8 Romeo Bravo, roger. Follow the Cirrus, please. Just 1 Charlie Kilo, runway 27 right, clear to land.
27 right, clear to land, 3-1 Charlie Kilo. Alright, bring that power back to 50%.
Melbourne Tower, Caravan 119, Romeo Foxtrot, on half south, 92 Causeway, Seashore northbound.
19 Romeo Foxtrot, roger. Transitions approved.
9 Romeo Foxtrot.
$50,000 foot markers coming up.
Just 1 Charlie Kilo, will be departure prior to your arrival.
1 departure prior, 631 Charlie Kilo.
624 Delta, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, and turn left on course.
27 right, clear for takeoff, 30 left on course, 6124 Delta.
4 Golf Foxtrot, you can turn right heading 280, maintain 2000, contact Orlando, so long.
280, 2000 over departure, Photo Fox.
Carbon Cup 3 at Romeo Bravo, number 2 phone at Cirrus, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Pitch down.
Okay, Romeo Bravo, number 2, Cirrus in sight, clear to land, 27 right, Romeo Bravo.
Should be trimming.
500.
Probably a little bit too much. You see how you're fighting it? You shouldn't have to fight it, just enough to pressure, relieve that
2-1, Maverick
pressure.
Tower, right through, hold short, please.
Hold short, 51.
Pitch down. Coming down, pitch down.
More tower, Oscar.
Slowly bring the power back.
Holding short, 27 right, ready for departure.
Angel Uniform, Maverick Tower, roger, hold short of runway 27 right.
Power out.
Short 27 right for Angel.
Hold it here. Hold it. Pitch up. Pitch up. Hold this. Hold that. Hold that attitude. Just hold it. Hold it off. Hold that.
Alright, Fit 2-1, Maverick
flaps
Tower, runway 27 left. You're clear for takeoff.
Aerodynamic braking.
Victor, clear for takeoff. Make left traffic for runway make right traffic for runway 27 right.
Runway 27 left at Victor, cleared for takeoff.
Add a little bit of power.
Traffic to 27 right, Fit 2-1.
There's 1 Charlie Kilo.
More power. Keep that power.
1 Charlie Kilo, you can taxi to parking Kilo 1.
Taxi to park. Kilo 1. 3-1 Charlie Kilo. Alright, we're gonna go just enter the ramp.
Behind the jets?
Yes.
Or in front of the jets?
To
All right.
the left.